Okay, I did a video about the Minutemen and basically how they're like one of these many factions you run across in Fallout. One I want to discuss and kind of advocate for siding with in the Mojave is the NCR, otherwise known as the New California Republic. What I'm hoping California turns into someday, despite my problems with it. Um, like you have three, like assuming you decide not to pick yourself as dictator for life in New Vegas, you have three people to choose the side of. You have Mr. House, played by Odo, the NCR, or the Legion. Now, let's get this out of the way. It's a no-brainer for me. The Legion is a brutal dictatorial empire that's reminiscent of ancient Rome. Like they're brutal, they're slavers. There's lots of things not to like about them. The only thing they have going for them is like there's less lawlessness in their lands. Like we know this because of in Arizona they don't have such problems. And what else was it? But that's all they have going for them in my mind. And plus, once Kaiser finally bites the bullet or bites the dust, kicks the bucket, so to speak, everything he's built is going to fall apart. Apparently, you have a couple people point this out. The Legion is following Kaiser's ideals, not well. They're following Kaiser, not his ideals. So it'll be like what happened when Alexander the Great died. When he died, his empire got broken up, and his generals took a piece of each, piece by piece, a slice of the pie that was his empire. That's what I think happens when Caesar dies. I'm betting money on that. But so there's that to consider. There and with Mr. House, you have the option of like he has a plan for the future, and some of what he says does make sense. But to side with him is to put all your faith in one man, another dictator, which I don't think is a good idea. I think that's a very, very bad idea. But he does have a plan, but you don't know what his plan will cost in the long run. Like what will be the price of his machinations? You do not know this for certainty. But yeah, so there's that. Now the NCR, they also have the beautiful thing about these factions in New Vegas was they all had pro cons to them. Now the NCR's con is well, they're a democracy. And as good as democracies and republics are, they still have one problem. They are mob rule. They are prone to infighting. You have bureaucracy center, asshole square. And the leadership is not exactly inspiring of confidence. Like, I remember a lieutenant said in an interrogation, like, she said, things would probably go smoother if they allowed me to carry a gun and just shoot anyone who talks back to me. And these NCR people are kind of cowardly in some regards. Like some of them said they have a bullet reserved just for themselves when things go sideways. So there's that to consider. But at the same time, they are a democracy. You can actually elect your leaders. You're not following a dictator for life. And even if they lose their leadership, they can always elect another one. Like another one, it's like cutting off the head of a hydra. You cut off one head, another takes its place. Like someone will rise to power to fill the power vacuum, I would say. So there's that to consider about New Vegas. Now, the NCR does have a side to it that does concern me, particularly, like, again, I said it had a con. The other con is how they deal with problems is rather ruthless. Now, an example of this I would point to would be what they tell you to do to the Brotherhood of Steel if you side with them. Unless you have done certain actions, unless you've undertaken certain choices, you have to destroy the Brotherhood of Steel. And for the record, I don't like the Brotherhood of Steel. I think they're assholes. Like, aside from the ones Lions ran, I think they are cunts. But that's just me. Now, despite this, as I said, I think there's more there's benefits, boons, and you can vote. Like, I see more good out of the NCR than the Legion. Like, the Legion are, quite frankly, disturbing. Like, I find who they are and what they represent, and it's more of a matter of if you had to choose between the Legion and the NCR, it's more a matter of whose idea being dragged back in time do you want to follow. Like, the Legion wants to drag you back to Roman times. The NCR just wants to drag you back to the time shortly before the bombs dropped. And I would rather live under the... So yeah, NCR all the way. Gun to my head, I would pick NCR. Have a nice day. Remember, the game was rigged from the start.